Okay, so this is my um this this replay happened match happened about 2 minutes ago. So it just ended, and I'm extremely happy with how this turned out. So yeah, so this is the Ta-154. This absolute monster of a twin engine. I think it's an interceptor. Um, two 20 millimeters, two 30 millimeters, with plenty of ammo. This thing's you can fire for a while. Um, it hits like a truck. The burst mass is like 10 kilograms a second, and so I'm telling people in chat, we're trash talking P-47 pilots because let's face it, American teams are actually retarded. So I'm just speed this up a lot. So let's see. Yeah, just us talking more about the plane. And so this thing is really nice. Gets an air spawn, nice and fast. It's made of wood, so that's kind of a downside, but it's surprisingly durable. You'll see that in towards like I don't know the last 2-3 minutes. I mean, the rate as the match ended, I wasn't exactly happy with that, but how it turned out was amazing. So I notice 3XP50s. These things are just UFOs. Like, I haven't test flown one yet, but I would assume it is pretty good. Climbs well, has good guns, but I would say it's like I would honestly think it's like the direct counter to the 154. So it climbs better and it has more range with the guns. So doing what I normally do, I flew off to the side so I could attack from behind, where no one expects it. Let me it's first person. Okay. Excuse me. And so, looking around, I see the two interceptors up there bullying my poor bomber. I hear something. I look down. I see a little Mustang. Uh, Poor guy was a C variant, so he only has 4 machine guns, and it looks like he's using tracers, so he's not doing much damage with those anyways. So, I love these guns. I'm pretty used to them, and so small little burst, kill number 1, poof, gone. He does not exist anymore. It only takes a few hits from the 30 mils, the MK108s, and they're gone. But with the MG151s, if you overcorrect with the 20s, you'll hit with the 30s. If you undercorrect with the 30s, you'll hit with the 20s. It's a weird it's definitely weird. So I see XP50. I was trying to get up to his altitude, but he started climbing too. I'm guessing like 20 degrees. I was doing like 15. And so I'm not trying to get hit. I, roll under, kind of, I don't know, it was like a half-fast split S. I changed direction in the middle of it. So, like I said, that thing's a UFO. I don't know how to fight it, really. And so, where is he? Yes, this whirlwind, Donut, he, me and him were talking the entire match. Like, he was a nice guy. I kind of felt bad for what he does in, 2 minutes. But, he just flew in formation. I was honestly doubting him. Like, I was so ready to just, flip around, try and kill him. But, he did the, nice little I'm a friend roll. He has his smoke on. We just flew in formation for a few minutes. And while that's happening, yeah, my entire team just disappears. So, it is in like a minute or two. It's going to be me, and where is he? This G55. So I'll just go back to this. Speed up a little bit, and he's asking me like a ton of questions about the 154 because I love this thing. Like, it is my favorite German twin engine, right after the freaking what is it, BF110 G2. That's fun. So I told him, like, I at least want to try and save this. And at this point, I've only had one kill, that Mustang. And so, this guy decides he just wants to sacrifice himself. And I was like, yeah, if you look at the chat right here, I was really not believing him. So I cut my throttle, let him go in front of me, and turns out he fully meant it. So quick little one tap, took off his tail. You know, tried to make it as painless as possible, but I missed the pilot. So let's see, is this? Yeah, that's the enemy. So as you can see, this is what I'm going up against. So XP50, 2 Spits, or they're all UFOs, they're all space climbers. So I tell the friendly, like, oh, I'm coming as fast as possible. And I'm in space, and I'm zooming. So, let's see. Yeah, friendly dies. I know there is... No. It was an XP50, a Spitfire, and a P63 that was left. And so, I see the XP50, I should probably go back to this. I see the XP50, and I just start circling around him, trying to see what he's going to do. He starts turning, you know, thinking I was going to shoot him. And I just kind of hover over him, see what he's going to do. You know, maybe he's going to dive, pull up, turn again. So I just type in chat, I'm like, hi, with a little smiley face, like, because he knows I'm there. And so, after this, I think it was this turn. Yes, this turn. So this turn, I decided to, you know, commit, try to shoot him down. This dude did a... I was actually surprised how he did this, but it was my fault for going a little too fast. So I'm assuming he cut his throttle, pulled up, and then lost all his speed. And then me, being an actual smooth brain, did not cut my throttle, and I overshot. So missed all my cannon rounds, I went past him, and now he's on my tail. But since he lost all his speed, you know, he did cut his engine, so I could pass him, I have way more speed than him. Like, if you watch the separation. So, for a little bit, I'm losing him. Like, I'm out of here. But because this thing's engines, they only work at, like, I'm not sure what it is in, like, meters, but in a feet, it's 21,000 feet. So I'd assume that's, like, 6,000 meters, somewhere around there. And that's where these engines perform best, and I'm over that right now. And so, he, I don't know, I guess he stall climbed to get more altitude so he can put it into speed. I should probably speed that up a lot. And so, right about here, I realized my climb was a little too sharp, and I lost a lot of speed, and I was like, oh crap, he's gaining. So I turned around, full landing flaps, because this thing cannot turn up here. And so my plan was to reverse my direction, you know, pass him and then dive away. But he is fully committing, because I'm the last guy on the team. So let me speed it up again. I wonder how bad this camera is. So I'm kind of panicking at this point. I'm like, oh crap, this thing turns a lot better than me. Hits, I don't know, it kind of hits as hard. So I'm doing reverse elevator. I'm doing everything. I'm pulling out every, you know, trick in the book. And he won't get off my tail. And so, yeah, remember when I said this thing was durable? Wait till I get on the deck and I'm shooting at the P63. You'll be surprised. And so at this point, I really just gave up. And so I see the P63 in front of me. I type in GG, expecting to immediately die, because let's face it, my pilot is basically, you know, having a giant hole in his chest. So smack that dude's pilot. XP50's behind me, and gave myself a heart attack right there. And this is where it gets interesting. So I was like, okay, maybe I can reverse him with my, you know, shot to shit plane. So he overshoots, and Thank God he didn't get the shot there, he would have killed me. I put full landing flaps, cut the engines, and I'm doing, I'm hitting the rudder, doing the elevator. Didn't get the shot here, but with landing flaps, this thing hovers. Like, it turns into a helicopter. I get inside his turn, and poof. Gone. In a plane that he has, let's see, that's one crit, that's two crits. Yeah, he has hit me so much and done, I don't know, moderate damage, and I still won. I still won that fight. And so, excuse me. And so I was extremely happy, surprised. My heart was like pumping. It was like boom, 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 like beating out of my chest. And so, um, the other team, I swear, they just did like this part's just landing. It's boring, but yeah, these guys were spectating. So I have 4 people still in the match watching. They're all in a squad. And so I guess they're in Discord telling him like, "Oh, go for the ground units that are about to show up." These guys. So if you are, I guess, a new player watching my bullshit, these I can't really zoom in that well. These little dots right here on the map, that's a cluster of vehicles that if you kill that entire cluster, it takes off some tickets. And so that was his entire strategy. And I'm basically just shit talking him the entire time. I'm like, really, pussy? You're not going to fight me? You're going to win it by ground pounding? He doesn't use chat. I'm assuming he's in Discord with his buddies. And so I'm basically just telling him, like, this is how much time you got left. Better hurry up and come fight me. So at first, I was like, oh, is he actually coming towards me? Nope. Going to kill more ground targets. And I was so pissed about this. Watch. That. He crashed. He crashed. I was so mad. I was like, I could have aced. Because I had, 4 kills. I could have aced that. And he crashed. He wouldn't have even gotten the entire cluster if I killed him. Like, he still had 3 to go. So I'm basically just telling him, dude, you're garbage. I still won. uh, yeah. So if you're ever looking for a phenomenal German premium to buy, get the Ta-154. This thing is dirt cheap for how good it is.